Hello friends and welcome back to Kurt Bergland's Baseball World. Every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central, I review a book about baseball. Could be fiction, could be nonfiction, could be hot off the presses, could be way out of print, or it could be something somewhere in between. And today we have a book for you that is hot off the presses. We have a publication date of 2022. In fact, for the next month, I'm going to be reviewing books that are brand new, and hopefully you'll like that. So there's a lot of new books coming. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, now's a good time. It's also a great time to check out channel membership. In the link for the video, I have all the information for you. So this is a book by Tom Alesia. Hope I got your name right, Tom. It's called Beauty at Short. It's about Dave Bancroft, who's a Hall of Fame shortstop. And he's one of those guys. I just got to go on a little bit of a rant here. He's one of those guys that gets hit harder for being in the Hall of Fame than guys who aren't in the Hall of Fame, even though he had a very good career. His induction into the Hall of Fame is a little controversial, and he probably doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame. But that doesn't mean he needs to get hammered by everybody with a pen. You can probably think of recent elections to the Hall of Fame that have players like that. I'm looking at you, Phil Rizzuto, and you, Harold Baines, who, whether you think they're a Hall of Famer or not, they certainly don't deserve the torrent of bad press just because they got inducted. I don't know. I don't get it. So that's me. Beauty at Short is a biography of Dave Bancroft. It is well written. It is about 165 pages. It has a long list of sources and references. It does not have an index. There are pictures in the book of Dave Bancroft, and well, I'll tell you what I really like about this biography. A couple things. When I read a baseball biography, I'm going to like it the most if it's about a time period that I don't know a lot about. I appreciate the dead ball and transition period that Dave Bancroft played, from the dead ball period into the early lively ball era. But I'm always looking to learn more about it. And if you're like that, you might be interested in this book as well. I learned a lot about Dave Bancroft in this book. I learned about his success as a player, his leadership in the game, his impact on the position of shortstop, and really on strategy in general as the game pivoted from the dead ball period to the lively ball period. He's an interesting guy with Wisconsin connections, and hey, who doesn't appreciate that? So there's a lot in here. It's not a slow read. It's a fast read, and it's well written, so you're gripped by the story. The last few biographies I have done on my channel, Burley Grimes, Joe Horlan, and this one, really kind of taught me more about the game itself. And I also appreciate the opportunity that this book gave me to get my head out of the current times. And I got lost in this. It was an excellent book. So I do recommend it. Dave Bancroft, the shortstop, the Hall of Famer. This is his biography. It's brand new. Tom Alesia. Beauty at Short is the title. It's published by Grissom Press. The subtitle is Dave Bancroft, the Most Unlikely Hall of Famer, and His Wild Times in Baseball's First Century. His relationship with Frankie Frisch and his connection to Frankie Frisch is also an important one that's talked about in this book. I really liked it. Good book to pick up. Variety of price ranges, whether you want it new or whether you want a recently used copy, although there are not a lot of those available at the moment. But good book, Beauty at Short, about a guy you may not know a lot about, but is important in baseball history, Dave Bancroft. Thank you for being with me. I'm going to put all of the publication information in the description for this video, along with information about channel membership. Beauty at Short by Tom Alesia. Thank you for joining me. I'll be back next Monday with another new book to look at on my channel. Thanks for being with me. I hope you have a good Monday. So long, everybody.